All right. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So today we're going to look at how to integrate SalesForce into Okta in a very simple way. This is going to be a very short video. All right. So the first thing that you're going to do is that you need to log in into your SalesForce account as an admin, and then when you log in here, you come here to the SalesForce account. You have to have administrative access to get access to here. Then the next thing you're gonna do is that you're gonna scroll down a little bit and search for identity, and then you're gonna look for single sign-on settings. So this is gonna be a single sign-on settings. So you click on here, you can see this is the single sign-on setting page. You just leave this one for now. Let's go to Okta. So when you come here to Okta, you go to, oh, sorry. Just a minute. I don't know why my mouse is messing up like that. Oh, yeah, I got you. I think I know there was why. Okay. So the next thing is that on the application tile here, you click on applications. And then you click on browse app catalog. When you click on browse app catalog, you see that Okta has already created SalesForce account, SalesForce app. So you just click on it, and then you click on add integration. Okay, so you click on add integration. So when you come here, you're going to see the application name, which is SalesForce. Instance type is production. Now it's going to ask you for the custom domain. So the custom domain here, it has given you an example that acme.my.salesforce.com, enter ACME. So you have to go to SalesForce account here, and then go and here on the quick find, type domain. When you type domain, you're going to see company settings, and you go to click on my domain. You scroll down a little bit, you're going to see that here you can see they have the current domain URL, which is this one, and then you have the domain name. So you're going to copy this domain name here, copy, and then come back to Okta and then paste it here. So you don't want the full HTTPS. No, you don't want that. So the next thing is that you're going to just leave everything as it is, standard SalesForce user, just leave it as it is, and then click on next. All right. The next thing is that now this integration is going to be a SumWord 2.0. So let me show you something real quick. When you come back here, go back and then set for single sign-on. You're going to see that single sign-on setting page. You click on it, the page is going to open. Now on here, you're going to check this, enable SumWord enable. You're going to check this, and then you're going to immediately you click on SumWord enable. This down here, this page is going to open for you. You click on next. When you click on this, you can see that here is showing you the SumWord version, which is the version 2.0, right? So now let's go to Okta. So here in the sign-on options, you are going to select SumWord 2.0. When you select SumWord 2.0, the next thing is that it's going to ask you for the login URL. Now you don't really know the login URL. You have to go through the process of setting up the Okta first before you get the login URL in the SalesForce page. So you're going to just give it any dummy URL. So I'm going to call this https://go.com and just leave it as it is. And then on the application username format, just leave it as Okta username. There are other ones, but I'll just advise you to just leave it on Okta username, and then leave this as create and update, and click on done. So now when you click on done, you are going to see this. So this is going to be the application. Come back to sign on, and on here you scroll down a little bit, you're going to see view SumWord setup instructions. So you click on view SumWord setup instructions. When you scroll down a little bit, this is going to give you the step-by-step on how to set it up. It's very simple. So now you scroll down a little bit, you are going to on this number 6, you are going to see the issuer URL, and it tells you to copy and paste the following. So you're just going to copy this issuer URL, this issuer, well, it's just issuer, not your URL. And then you come to the sign up page here, you're going to copy you're going to paste it here. issuer. Now on here, you have to just give it a name, setup, or you can just call this, let's say, Okta setup, right? Yes, it's just any name that you want. You can just leave it as Okta setup, and then you see that the API name will show up as Okta underscore setup, right? Now the next thing is that it's going to ask you to upload the identity provider certificate. So then you have to come back here again and then click on identity provider certificate, click on downloads, you can download it, go back to SalesForce and then click on choose file. And that is going to be the current file that you downloaded. Then when you are done, here it says request sign-in certificate. Just leave this one as it is, don't do anything to it. And then the request signature method should always be the 256. Now when you look down here, it says accession description certificate. Just leave it as accession not encrypted. Then when you come to the summary identity type, just leave it as a session contains the user's SalesForce username, or a session contains the federation ID. So depending on whatever you want to choose that is good for you, you can go ahead and do it. Now the next thing is going to be the identity provider login URL. So you need to go back to the setup instructions, and then you're going to copy this, the identity provider login URL. So you copy this here, you come back to SalesForce settings and then paste it down here. Now the next thing is the custom logout URL. When you come to the instructions again, you're going to see the custom logout URL. You copy this and then you bring it back here and then paste it. Now when you are done with this, you can see that here it's asking you for the entity ID. And how you get an entity ID, you see that on here. When you scroll down a little bit, it tells you the entity ID, which is going to be the HTTPS / the customer the domain name, subdomain, and then .my.salesforce.com. And how do you get this? Like I said, I told you earlier, what you can do is that you can just duplicate this page here, and then on the search, the quick find, just type domain. Just type domain here, and then click on my domain, and you can see here that this is it, right? This is it. So that is going to be the Not Software Enterprise 417, or yes, so not this one. Don't copy this one. So just copy this here, the Not Software Enterprise. You copy this, and then you come to the entity ID. You need to start with the HTTPS :/ and then you add the domain to it, right? So when you are done with this, you don't do anything again. You click on save. When you click on save, you see that it has generated the login URL for the Okta part. So you copy this one here, copy, and then you come to TechBet. When you have to search for the login URL, so you click on edit here, and then you come back to the login URL, you paste it here, then you go back to the page, the settings again in SalesForce, you copy this, click on copy, and then you come back again to the Okta.login, and then you type in the logout, you paste it here. That's going to be the logout URL. Then you click on save. So please review the form to correct the mistakes. Okay, let me look at what is going on. Oh yeah, there's a lot of space here. Let's just perfect. Let's go ahead and click save. Okay, and so that should work. All right, it says settings saved. Now the next thing that we're going to do is to assign the users in the company to the app. So we go to assignment, and then we can go to assign to people, and then we can look for this person here who is James. Assign, save and go back, click on done. So in the morning when James comes to the office and James come to his dashboard and refresh the page, James will see the SalesForce app here. When James click on it, it should take him to the SalesForce. Yes, and this is going to be James's SalesForce, what do we call it, James's SalesForce account. Now let me go back a little bit and show you something. When you click on SalesForce, like James clicks on SalesForce, you see that it says what, signing in to salesforce.com. This is very simple thing to do. The next thing is that, let's say, for example, let's say there are 500 people. There are 500 people that needs access to SalesForce, or there are 500 people that you have to assign the SalesForce app to them. What I can advise you from a corporate environment is that you don't assign it to them individually or manually. So basically, what you do is that, let me show you real quick. So what you do is, let me just delete this person. You go to directory and then you create groups, right? So you come here to groups, you click on groups and you come to add groups and then name the group SalesForce. So it's going to be SalesForce and then click on save. What is that? I'm just with this field already existed. All right, let me just delete this. I was teaching somebody one-on-one, so that is the reason why I think I have it here. I created that for my tutorials. Okay, so add group. I'm going to call this group SalesForce. Oh man, SalesForce. All right, so we have SalesForce here. Now you refresh the page and then you see SalesForce. So now there are 500 people that you're going to assign to. You don't have to assign it manually. So what you do is, after creating the SalesForce, now everybody who sees this will know that this is a SalesForce group. So you can even open up the SalesForce and then just rename it. You click on edit and then call it SalesForce group. Perfect. So when you are done like this, the next thing you need to do is that you need to assign the SalesForce application to the group, right? So you go to assign application, click on assign and click on done. So now, if you are supposed to assign 500 people to SalesForce, you have to upload those 500 people to the SalesForce group. And when you upload them to the SalesForce groups, they will be automatically be assigned to the group, to the app. So when you click on assign people, when you come here, let me show you. So these are the people. Like if you are, like, let's say it's 500 people that you have to assign to them. So you need to click on more options, click on assign people with CVS import. Now the next thing is that you're going to click on template. You download a template, you open the template, and then what you're going to do is that you are going to copy the user names of those people, just paste them here. You just paste them here. When you are done with that, the next thing that you need to do is to just save everything. Yes, just save everything. Don't save. Let me just leave this one. And then you click on browse. You can click on browse and then look for those people, import them, and then import and assign. Let's see. So now you can see that there are 3 people that I tried to import. Now we have 2 people. This is Amino Perry and then Trish Anger. I can even go ahead and then assign James also to it. Right. So now when you come to groups right quick. Yeah. So when you come to groups right now, like sales group here, you can see that there are 3 people. And when you open the group and then you come to application, you will see that there's a SalesForce app that assigned to them. Now, when you look at these people here, let me show you. We see that we have James. So when James comes to work in the morning and James refreshes the page, James is going to see the SalesForce app. He'll click on it. It should take him directly to SalesForce. It should sign him to SalesForce. Yes, perfect. So this is how you set up, and this is how you assign it to the users. If you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel and give it a thumb up. Actually, what I explained to you is in the corporate environment. That is how you set it up in corporate environment. Thank you.